The wait is over for over 17,000 primary school students who sat this year's secondary entrance assessment exams. Last night, the results were released via the Ministry of Education's online portal, and today the ministry revealed the top performers.
The students are Sandhya Maharaj of Macaulay Government School, private candidate Xavier Telesford, Dolly of Chaguanas Government Primary, Kailash Dialsingh of Exchange Presbyterian, and Ashlyn Ramkissoon of Jordan Hill Presbyterian. They have all been named by the Ministry of Education as the students who topped the 2025 SEA exams. The top 5 students received their awards of recognition on Friday. Minister of Education Dr. Dowlath commended this year's group of SEA students, but said more needs to be done to fill the learning gaps still present.
66.18% of the students scored 50% and above. That means over 6,000 students, more than 1/3 of all the students, scored below 50%. And so this indicates there is a learning gap that all our specialist educators and the school supervisors, the principals, the teachers will start to analyze now the results so that we could now, for the new academic year, ensure that we tweak our curriculum to meet the needs and to close those learning gaps.
Dr. Dowlath added that there is a concern following this year's statistics. He said the assessments should be used to restructure methods of remediation.
2,082 students scored 30% or below. And so that's of concern for us too. And so as we go forward and we analyze this data, we want to ensure that at the Ministry of Education, we look at those students, their performances, and ensure that in the upcoming year, we restructure the way in which we do the remediation work, especially in numeracy and literacy.
He also highlighted an improvement in mathematics and English. Dr. Dowlath, however, urged for collaboration between teachers, school supervisors, and principals to ensure the future success of students.
There were some improvements in mathematics and English language arts, but in the ELA, or what you all call the creative writing students, there was a slight decrease. And so we've picked up some of the trends. And so we will be sharing the statistics through the school supervisors, with our principals and teachers and parents. So you too will be able to understand where the gaps are, and as we go through the next academic year, how we fill those gaps.
The top 200 performers are to be announced later. Faith Chariot, TTT News.
Over in Tobago, Signal Hill Primary is the top performing school in the 2025 secondary entrance assessment, with 3 of the island's top 5 SEA performers coming from its classrooms. On Friday, the Division of Education revealed that Shelley Duncan placed first, Kylie Charles took second, and DeMarcus Walcott secured the 4th spot. All students hail from Signal Hill Primary. Zaid Ewing of St. Nicholas Primary placed 3rd, while Janea Waldron of Scarborough RC rounded out the top 5. In terms of overall school performance, Buku Government Primary ranked 2nd, followed by Bethesda Government, with St. Nicholas Primary and Blackrock Government Primary in 4th and 5th respectively. The division said a special function will soon be held to honor the top students and schools. Education Secretary Zorisha Hackett is expected to host a press conference on Monday. Trinidad and Tobago's Unified Teachers Association tutor, Tobago officer Braden Roberts, believes the return of the announcement of top secondary entrance assessment performers is welcomed, but raised concerns about the use of this information. In a telephone interview with TTT News, Mr. Roberts noted that those in authority must act responsibly.
It's what we do with the information. And I do not want us to focus on who is number one, but that each child is doing their best. And I think that's why they would have put a pause to it. So now that it's been returned, we just have to be responsible how we communicate with the parents and how we communicate with teachers
Tutor Tobago officers stressed that children must have support to excel at any school.
We usually look down on the schools where the name not calling. So you also hear in the grapevine which school has a certain number of under 30%. And then we start to label schools as which schools are good schools and which schools are bad schools. It's we make the schools. How we function in the schools make the school good or bad. So that's where the negative aspect of ranking and putting out the top performers and so that's the negative aspect of it.